This is John Colo with DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. In this episode, I'm going to show you guys how you can fill up the 3-liter hopper that is an optional accessory that you can buy with your Nama J2 or get it after the fact at a later time. We're going to go ahead and fill this hopper up full of produce, of vegetables, with a few fruits to see how much juice we can make. I surmise we can make about 1 quart of juice just by filling this up once, and that is really the magic of the Nama J2. You can literally fill up the hopper, turn it on, walk away, and come back and have literally 1 quart of juice made fresh in your kitchen. And then at the end, of course, you're just going to have to clean up the machine. That takes me approximately 4 to 5 minutes. Right, so now we're all ready and set up to juice. As you guys can see, we got the Nama J2 set up with the 2-liter hopper that it comes with, and I'm not the biggest fan of the 2-liter hopper because bigger is always better. This 3-liter hopper is what I normally use when juicing, and it is now my default hopper because it is 50% larger, allows you to put in more produce at once and make a lot more juice in one get-go. So to trade out this hopper, it's super simple. We're just going to go ahead and spin off the 2-liter hopper. Take that off. We're going to go ahead and take the 3-liter hopper, spin that on, and we are all set up and ready to juice. All right, so I want to show you guys what we're juicing today, and today we are juicing half of a red cabbage, and I don't want you guys to discount the red cabbage. Red cabbage is one of the items I believe you should be bulk juicing on a regular basis. Not only is it a brassica family plant, having the isothiocyanates in there, being potential anti-cancer and also helping with liver detoxification and keeping you young. It also has, of course, the anthocyanins because of the purple color. In addition, we're juicing a bunch of carrots today. Carrots are rich in carotenoids that have been shown in studies to be anti-cancer. I'm also juicing ginger, about a 1-inch piece, very highly anti-inflammatory. And if you do want to put fruit in your juices, I do recommend something like green apples that tend to be less sweet than other kind of apples. In addition, they have a much more harder and firmer texture, so they tend to juice a lot better than softer apples that make actually more of an apple sauce. So I want to show you guys how we're going to prep all this stuff and load it in the machine. So first up, I open up the hopper. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take our half a cabbage, and I simply just take a knife and I cut the cabbage into about 1-inch slices all the way down. And then I turn the cabbage, and now I'm making basically a checkerboard pattern. So now I'm cutting it into like 1-inch squares. Next up, let's go ahead and prep the carrots. I've already washed and cut off the tops and the bottoms of the carrots. So what we're going to simply do now is we're just going to go ahead, take the knife, and cut them into about 1-inch pieces. Now here's the thing with the Nama J2, right? I really like to cut things to like a 1-inch piece, whether it's green, celery, cabbage, or whatever, because the smaller you guys cut items, the more Tetris you can play with the hopper. So I mean, you could load it up more effectively. If you cut big chunks, then there's going to be large air gaps where you don't have any produce, and then you're not going to yield as much juice in one fall swoop. Next up, on the ginger, very important on the ginger, we have about a 1-inch piece. I'm going to cut it against the grain into about 1/4 to 1/8 inch pieces. This is very important. This will help the ginger juice without any problem. And then always, I like to take the ginger and drop this into the juicer first, right down the little chute. Finally, we got the apples, and how I like to cut the apples is if I'm looking at the top, I'll do a tic-tac-toe pattern from the top and all the way down. So let's first go ahead and do that, and then I'll just cut the apples in half one more time again, making nice smaller pieces. It's always best to remove the little stem of the apple, and then normally what I do on the seeds is I'll cut the seeds open so I can see them, make sure there's no funny stuff growing in there, and I'm fine juicing the seeds, although the seeds do contain small amounts of cyanide. That, based on my research, shouldn't be a problem unless you're juicing a ton of apples. All right, once again, we're going to go ahead and cut that last apple up. Once again, tic-tac-toe pattern looking down at it from the top, and we're gonna turn this around, and now we're just gonna go ahead and cut it, slice it right down the middle in half one more time, checking it out, and the seeds look all right. And once again, we're gonna go ahead and pull out that stem. This can actually cause clogs and jams in the juicer, so always pull them out. As you guys can see, we now have all our produce prepped. Next thing is we're just gonna go ahead and take a handful of carrots, and we're gonna take some of that apple, dump it in there and try to mix it up a little bit. We're then gonna take a whole bunch of the cabbage, drop that in there and try to help mix that up a little bit. A handful of carrots, a handful of apples, and then once again, more cabbage. Mix that up in there once again. More apples, more carrots, more cabbage. Mix that up again. All right, we're getting rather full. Once again, just gonna go ahead and take the rest of our carrots and apples. Drop that in. All right, that's pretty packed in there, but I think we could maybe fit the rest of the cabbage right on top. All right, let's go ahead and try to reposition this down so we could get that lid shut. All right, will we be able to shut the lid? All right, not really. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and turn the machine on, and we're just gonna go ahead and shut this lid down so the switch makes contact, and we're gonna get this guy juicing. As you guys can see, we instantly got some juice coming right out, and soon enough we'll be able to shut the lid because the juicer will have worked through some of the produce. As you guys can see, the pulp is coming out over on that side. We got the juice coming out over on this side. So it's gonna be fun to see how much juice we could make by literally overstuffing the hopper. I think to save you guys some time, we're gonna go ahead and speed this part of the video up and come back at you when it's all done. Alright, as you guys can see, the NAMA J2 is just about done. There's a few things left in the hopper, but basically we gotta shut it off because we're gonna overflow our 32-ounce mason jar right here. As you guys can see, this is literally filled up to the brim right now of this deep, delicious, purple colored juice. I want you guys, I mean, I've been juicing for 29 years now, and I'm gonna tell you guys straight up that this is one of the best recipes you guys could make. Maybe even add in a beet. It basically take this recipe to the next level. We really want to get some of these anthocyanins, especially cruciferous vegetables, as well as things like carrots that have the carotenoids and the ginger into us. This is an excellent recipe for batch juicing. And you know, this is the amazing thing about the J2. I literally loaded this hopper up, shut the lid, I walked away. Yes, the juicer did take some time to operate. But the main point about that is that I was not having to sit there, babysit the juicer. Most juicers, you must sit there and push produce into the juicer to create all your juice. The NAMA makes it simple, convenient, and easy for you to juice. You could literally be doing other things, returning emails, answering emails, doing your hair, your makeup, whatever you got to do in the morning. Come back and you can have a fresh juice to take on your way to work. You can clean up the juicer and boom, you are on your way. Before I taste test the juice, I want to show you guys this pulp here. Look at this pulp. This pulp is nice and compact, right? Depending on the item you juice, the pulp will be more wet or more dry. So to say the NAMA J2 pulp is always dry, you know, that really doesn't tell you much. But what I could do is I could take the pulp and squeeze it. As you guys can see, I'm squeezing the pulp, and you know, we got a couple of drops of juice out of the pulp there. But I'm going to say this juicer did an amazing job getting this pulp pretty doggone dry. And one of the things I love to do with the NAMA J2 is put the pulp back in the machine with cubes of jicama, linked down below to my video where I show this more when I'm juicing celery, to get even a further extraction. This is why I really love the J2, because it makes it easy to rejuice your pulp to get higher yields and to just juice your fruits and vegetables to make delicious and nutritious juices. Now we're going to go ahead and try this on camera for you guys. Wow. I love that juice. It's majority, I'm tasting the cabbage, little hit of the spiciness of the ginger. The apples just mellow it out and make it not really sweet, but just add extra kind of water content to kind of water it down, make it a little bit more mellow. Of course, if you guys are hardcore, then yeah, keep those apples out. I always encourage you guys to juice vegetables and prioritize juicing vegetables over the fruits. Links down below to my video where I discuss this further. The number one juicing rule that is broken, that you should be breaking for your health. But yeah, the Nama J2, still my favorite bulk juicer with the 3-liter hopper. I find it just works great, has little issues, and once again, this machine has a full 15-year warranty and excellent customer service. Last time I emailed Nama customer support team, I think they got back to me within about a half hour on a normal working business day. I want to show you guys a coupon code you guys can use to save 10% off the Nama J2, as well as any of the accessories, including the 3-liter hopper that I use today to make this juice. You guys could use the coupon code HOPPERDEAL, and that will save you guys 10% off the Nama J2 juicer and any accessories. And currently that is $55 off in the United States, but that coupon will work worldwide, saving you guys 10% off in your currency. And at present time, Nama has free shipping to the US 48 states and free shipping to the entire European Union when ordering the European Union model juicer. Once again, coupon code is HOPPERDEAL. Use it at namawell.com. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode, and I want to thank you guys who will use my coupon, so not only you can save the most money, but also Nama will share me a small commission so I could make these educational videos for you guys and show you guys the truth about juicers. So if you guys enjoyed this episode today, learning about the best discount Nama is giving all year, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. More importantly, share this with other people in the juicing community, and Juice Fast forums and Facebook groups, so that they can learn about the deepest discounts of the year on the Nama juicer. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you miss out on new and upcoming episodes coming out every 5 to 7 days. You never know where I'll show up, what new juicers I'll be unboxing, or vacuum blenders I'll be comparing to share with you guys and ensure you guys get the best information to make the most informed choice. Make sure you click the little bell so you get notified as my new videos come out. And finally, be sure to check out past episodes. The past episodes are wealth of knowledge. Over 800 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to teach you guys all about the best juicers and vacuum blenders on the planet. Put a couple links down below to my favorite videos I've made in the past with the Nama J2, including my bulk juicing greens, bulk juicing roots, juicing fruits, as well as things that you need to know before you buy the Nama J2. So with that, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.